Yo, family, how y'all doing? What's going on? Now look, so this video gonna be pretty much about how to tax exempt everything, right? So I know a lot of nationals and everybody been teaching y'all different methods. So some people will get like a nationality card, put tax exempt, or some people will get a piece of paper and say Native American tax exempt, or some people will say non-US citizen tax exempt, right? Now, a lot of people been using it, and a lot of times when you guys go in retail stores, they give you a lot of hassle. Some people say, "Oh, we don't accept this," or if you try to buy an expensive item and they say, "Hey, this don't work here. Do you got anything from the state?" And then many people will try to use their nationality cards and say, "Hey, I'm tax exempt. Let me, write this off," or whatever the case might be, and it just wouldn't work, right? And sometimes it does work. Like on smaller items, you might say, "Hey, I'm tax exempt," but you always got to put up an argument, or you got to waste a lot of time, right? So the way I really pretty much do tax exemption is just through the business. So I don't know what state you guys live in, but okay, I'm gonna explain it like this. So I'm in Illinois, right? I have a company in Illinois. So what I do for Illinois is I just sign up for a website called mytax.illinois, right? So pretty much mytax.illinois is a business portal for companies who have reseller license and tax exemption certificates that you can request if you're a reseller. So anytime you ban a product as for a reseller, you can get tax exemption, right? But it's not solely for that. Anything that's dealing with business, right? So anytime you purchase something with the business or a company credit card or debit card, that's considered a business purchase. Now, whether it's for retail or resale or even just personal business use, it's for that. So if you operate strictly as a corporation or a company, anything that you're doing, you can pretty much say, "Hey, I'm doing it on behalf of the business." So if you go to Walmart and you buy food, this is on behalf of the business. So if you try to buy a car or anything like that, you can say this is on behalf of the business, and you can get tax exempt either way it goes. You feel me what I'm saying? So I pretty much just say I'm tax exempt, and they say, "Hey, do you got anything to show that?" So I give them my tax exemption certificate that the Illinois, that I got in Illinois. And once I show them that tax certificate, they either have me email it to them or they just take down the numbers. It's like an 8-digit number they give you, and it come with a dash. So like 4-digit dash, then another 4 digits. And once they get it, they put it right through and tax exemption just like that. And they actually keep it on their file. So anytime you go to that store and put in your phone number, they'll know, hey, this is him. He got a business or whatever the case might be. He tax exempt. And I tax exempt pretty much anything. I just went to Apple and paid $2,900 for some stuff I'm using for the business. And once I gave them the tax exemption certificate, it took off $291. So I really would have came out of pocket about $3,200 almost or something like that. And I just got the whole thing wiped off. You feel me? So even when I go to like clothes stores like Burlington, or if I ever went to somewhere like TJ Maxx, and like say if I paid $500 and some dollars, I could just show them the business tax certificate and they just write it off just like that. They just want to see something from the state. And also, this don't go to the state to say, "Hey, he purchased this for this amount." No, they just need that certificate to have on file. So when they do a write-off, they can say, "Hey, they wrote it off to a business." You see how America operate and how they deal with commerce? So pretty much they respect the corporation. So anything you get written off as a corporation and the company have that document on file, they can use that as part of their taxes when they write off anything like that, because they can say, "Hey, we writing this off as a business expense." So anything he bought from us, it was a business expense. So it's not personal or consumer use. You feel me? So consumers is stuck with the tax liabilities and not corporations. That's one trick that the government and companies, they never taught us, that consumers are stuck with the corporate tax liability. So what the corporation does is they transfer the tax over to the consumer, and the corporations pay the taxes on behalf of the business. So if I got a hamburger and I'm selling for $1, now plus taxes for the state, say if it's like a 10% or 11% taxes, you will pay $1.11, but the 11 cent is the actual taxes that you pay towards the IRS. You see how they transfer that tax liability over to you, and when you pay that 11-cent tax, that goes straight to the federal government. And guess what the corporations do at the end of the year? They can file for the taxes that you paid them, and they can get that back, and they can put that right back in their bank account. And that's how I start understanding how this whole thing works. And for the most part, that's how you get tax exemption. I'm out.